Welcome back to another Stardew Valley video today. Today, I decided that I wanted to see how long it would take to get all 27 unique items from artifact troves. Now, you can get some of these items outside of the artifact troves, but I wanted to see, so this took quite some time. I had to save up over 1,500 Omni Geodes in order for me to be able to get all of these artifact troves. Now, having that said, there are 27 items, so 1,500 Omni Geodes for this may not be worth it, but just for, statistics and just for fun's sake, we are going to see how long it takes us to get all 27 unique items. And now, every time that we hammer one of these artifact troves open, we have an equal 3.7% chance for each of these items. It is the set modifier for all of them. Luck does not determine anything or have a factor with artifact troves, as it is a predetermined roll every time you crack one. Now, having that said, we are going to open all 500 and something of these, and even if we do complete and or get all 27 items from the artifact troves here, we are going to keep going because we can also get golden pumpkins, treasure chests, and pearls, which are 3 items you don't come across very often. Now, having that said, they have quite a unique value to them. Now, golden pumpkins and pearls, they sell for 2,500 gold each. Treasure chests, now those sell for 5,000 each. So if we can get like 20 of each of those, we're laughing. That's probably around 200,000 gold. Now, having that said, in the time that it took to get over 1,500 geodes, Omni Geodes, sorry, obviously 200,000 at that point is nothing to you, I would hope by that point. And honestly, a really good idea that I had, it came to mind, I'm sure it has for many others too, with both these artifact troves and the Omni Geodes. I personally think that you should save them up. Save up like 20, 30, 50, as many as you want, and then wait for a good luck day or even a neutral luck day. That's when I've personally had the most luck, was neutral days, in terms of getting, different items of different rarities from the geodes. What I recommend you do is save up if you can, even though it is tempting to crack those geodes the second you get them, whether it be normal ones, magma, frozen, omni, etc. It's good to save them because you can then reset your day. So let's say you went mining for 5, 6, 7 days straight. Let's say you got 10 Omni Geodes and some odds and ends. So let's say that you have, let's just lowball. Let's say that you have 50 Omni Geodes. And I know that math right there doesn't make sense, but that's the number that we're just going to go with for this sake. Now, if you have 50, go to sleep one day, wake up, check the luck. Maybe it says it's a bad luck day, maybe it says it's a neutral day and it's in your hands, maybe the spirits are very pleased and it's an extra good day, just like Pam when she has a few extra drinks. But I mean, she does that every day, so Pam's always, feeling good. And I really, really enjoy the fact that we get in with an intoxicated bus driver every single day, because I always give her a beer on the way, even though she's maxed at heart. I like to keep her as the town alcoholic. I bought her a house, so she better keep drinking. But anyways, having that said, sorry for rambling about Pam. She is just such a unique character, let me tell you. And if you haven't met Pam yet, you will. And she is quite the catch, that's for sure. But anyways, back to the saving geodes and the luck days and whatnot. Should you decide to save them and then get a good luck day or a neutral luck day or whatever you want, just reset your day, go to Clint, open up all the geodes, figure out what minerals or artifacts that you still need from the museum. And a good way to tell that is when you hover over an item, such as the little chicken statue in my inventory here, or the golden mask, or whatever, if there is no description and it says Gunther can tell you more about this at the museum, then it says that you haven't donated it yet. But if it gives you the description, like it does here, because I've completed the museum already, then you know that you've gotten it already. So you can kind of assess your inventory, your loot pool of what you got, and reset the day and get a better, maybe you'll get some better chances, better luck with different items, right? Now, in the 100 and something that we've done already, we already have the 27 items, and 24 of them are donatable. So if you were to get about 100 troves or so, let's say, that's about 500 Omni Geodes. Now, whether you get them from mining, or perhaps you decide to go to the desert every Wednesday and go see Sandy when you do unlock Calico Desert, you can get 3 Omni Geodes from her, You can get geodes from Troves on Fridays, so you don't always have to go mining. There is opportunity to get a few extra throughout the week. So on top of your mining, make these extra little trips, and then you'll be able to save up and then begin doing this farming over and over again. Now, looking back on things, this is something that I hadn't thought of my first time playing through Stardew Valley. I was hopeless. I didn't know what I was doing. The best thing that I found worked for me was watching YouTube videos, because even if it's just random Stardew Valley videos or things you need to know, it really helps because you can associate it, right? And then you get in game, you see these situations, and you're like, oh, I'm so glad I decided to look at that or watch that. It helps you get a feel for it, helps you get competent. And who knows, you might learn a new thing that you didn't know before. And there is so much content in Stardew Valley. This game has so much content, especially with all this new stuff that came out recently, right? Now, having that said, I cannot wait to explore the new areas. I have not been there yet personally. I did unfortunately just catch all of the fish and donate all of the items and all that fun stuff prior to the 1.5 update. Now with this new update, there are some new fish, some new shipping items, so if you haven't unlocked those achievements, you now have to work a little extra harder, but that's okay. This 1.5 update brought so much. We can sit in benches. You can move your bed. There is so many things that we took for, that we couldn't get that were, not good. So having that said, let's not take these updates for granted is what I'm trying to say. It is very nice of Eric Brony to release an update X amount of time later, and I hope that he keeps doing so. Maybe a Stardew 2 will come out in the future. That would be fantastic. A whole new town, a whole new objective. It would be really cool, and I hope that someday within the next 5 to 10 years at most. I'm curious to see where Stardew Valley goes, whether Eric keeps working on the game himself, as he is a single individual developer that works on his content, or at least created the game at the time. So I'm really curious to see where Stardew goes. Wow, this is just duplicate after duplicate. Oh my goodness, sorry for just rambling, but it's just one after the other. Some people would consider some of these, like the Golden Relic or the Golden Mask, a little rarer than the others. But honestly, once you're in the desert, you hit a couple artifact spots, just right by the Skull Cavern, and I guarantee you within your first 2 weeks, you're most likely going to have those, so don't even worry about them. But I find to be the most rare item out of these artifact troves, well, perhaps two. Number one is the Elvish Jewelry. That one is an item that a lot of people seek and a lot of people look for, but never come across and just don't have the luck, which is really unfortunate. But eventually it does come, and I know that waiting, perseverance is well worth it in this game, because I needed the Nautilus fossil in order to complete the museum, okay? I had every single other item in the museum. Now, the only way to get the Nautilus fossil is fishing and getting it from treasure chests, alternatively from hoeing it up on the beach. Now, using the tool called a hoe on the beach in the artifact spots, to clarify that, you can possibly get a Nautilus shell, but then you have the modifiers of all the other things. I can't tell you how many times I got broken glass and anchors, and it was just so irritating because I decided to sit there and check the beach every Sunday, as that is the day of the week when everything resets for the most part, so a full forageable reset, a full artifact, etc. Although I do question if they do reset every day, every now and then, because sometimes there's things that are there that weren't there before. But yeah, so wow. It seems that these could be a decent source for the Ancient Seed too. For those of you who struggle with it, the Ancient Seed is a good way, yeah. The artifact troves are a good way to get them, sorry. But back to the Nautilus fossil, I decided to sit there and fish for hours. I think I fished for like 5 hours straight, no joke, just to try and get this Nautilus shell. I went on good luck days. I put on the treasure bobber, the one that lets you catch treasure chests more frequently. I already had level 10 fishing, so catching things in general wasn't too hard at all for me personally, but that's okay. Now, having that said, I sat there and fished and fished and fished, and eventually I did discover the dinosaur egg via fishing, but I'd already had it before. I was just surprised that I'd gotten it, honestly. And back to my point of watching YouTube content about Stardew, I was so glad that I just decided to look up Stardew Valley videos. I came across Dangerously Funny, to which majority of the Stardew Valley community knows about him. Very, very popular Stardew content creator back in the day. I don't know why he's not making new content now on the 1.5 update. He could probably do a lot and keep the Stardew Valley thing alive, you know? And it's nice. But anyways, I learned not to get rid of the dinosaur egg and just how rare they were to come by. And having that said, I then decided to keep my first one, to which I then hatched it and had a bunch of coops filled with little dinosaurs, which was pretty cool. They're pretty neat. They may not lay eggs every day, but that dinosaur male, once it hits iridium quality, is worth so much money. Now then. Oh, still 100 and something to go. We'll get there. We will get there at some point. I'm sad to see such a small loot pool in artifact troves, given it takes 5 Omni Geodes. That's 5 possibilities of getting 5 unique museum items right here. And I kind of regret this, you know. I was really curious. I really overshot because I was wondering, you know, what if I don't get an Elvish jewelry or whatever it is, you know. I went into this without knowing that the modifier was the same for every single item. But that doesn't mean that you're going to get every single item, of course, too. So, let's keep on going here, see what we can do. Those chewing sticks I find I don't come by too often as well. But that's alright. We're not doing too bad. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, you know, clearly we got everything that we were looking for. But we're definitely going to take a total value of the pearls, treasure chests, and pumpkins, and just kind of go from there. You know, at least it's something to look forward to, mind you. I have a pretty fat cash stack already. I'm sitting at 24 million. You know, I've earned a lot. I got my farm filled with ancient fruit. The greenhouse has ancient fruit. I am making some mad cash. I don't even need to worry about anything. I have animals. I just don't go see them, unfortunately. And I don't have an auto petter in this file. Now, the auto petter is obtainable via Joja if you sell out, or in the Skull Caverns you can find one eventually in a chest. Now, having that said, it is very nice once you do get the deluxe barns, and, you know, or coops, and then, you know, it's automated feeding. Just make sure you have silos first. Always have silos before you buy animals. And then, yeah, you're good to go for the most part, honestly. But that aside, I don't even go see my animals anymore. You know, they're fed, and when you use the auto petter, instead of that little heart icon, it'll look like a little happy cloud appears above their head. They're still pet, they're still content. The description says, like, it may not be the same as human touch, but it works, or something along those lines anyways. So, if you are deciding to go through, like, the money route of using animals as opposed to crops, or whatever the case may be, definitely give it a go. Make sure you got a silo, get everything you need, make sure you got enough clay. And speaking of clay, I am so surprised how many people YouTube or Google where to find clay. All you have to do is hoe the dirt, whether it's in the mines, on your farm, or wherever. Just upgrade your hoe so that the surface area gets bigger, you know, 1 to 3 to 6 to 12, etc. with each unique ore upgrade. And then you can dig up so much dirt, it's not even funny, even if you have to one-tap it. Like, if you haven't upgraded your hoe yet and you need clay, just keep going, just keep hitting. Eventually you'll get enough, you know. You go through the mines, maybe you're lucky and you have some cherry bombs or regular bombs. Go and detonate those in the mines. They're a pretty quick way to get clay. Same with on the farm. Wow, here we are. Under 20 to go. Oh, top 10, okay. Yeah, sorry for dragging on all of these openings. I was really hoping to see more out of this. 27 items really isn't a lot. They definitely should have incorporated more. But anyways, once we finish these last 4, I'm going to do some quick math here, and then we're going to see what we can get. Money-wise, of course. So, it looks like the treasure chests are worth 115,000, the pearls are worth 40,000, and the pumpkins are worth 62,000. So, we got all the items. It only took about 130 troves to get them. Do not do this. It was a complete waste of my time. Thank you for watching.